Hello, my name is Vanessa Christian. I've been Head of Science here at the British International School in Riyadh for the last 17 years, and this year I'll also lead on assessment and reporting. We've made some changes, and this evening I'd like to explain those changes to you. We'll start with assessment. When your child returns to school, they will sit a computer online generated assessment called a CAT4 test. It's nothing that you can revise for. It basically measures your child's innate abilities in verbal, quantitative, non-verbal, and spatial. It gives the teacher a lot of information, and it gives us predictions of what your child is likely to achieve at GCSE. How it does that is it takes your child's profile and it matches it to the profile of tens of thousands of students who've gone before and how did they achieve at GCSE. The data gives us 2 grades at GCSE. A grade they are most likely to achieve and a grade that they could achieve if they received the appropriate support at school and home. So how will assessment actually look in Key Stage 3? The CAT4 data is one piece of information that teachers use in their assessment of your child. In Year 8, now we will also be reporting attainment on a scale of 1 to 9. It kind of bridges the CAT4 data with the ultimate GCSE data at the end of Year 11, which is now all reported as 1 to 9. I'd like to stress that the number is not important. What is important is what sits behind that number, and that is the progress map. This is an example of a progress map. We have progress maps for every subject, and you'll notice that for every subject there are different assessment strands. So in computer science we've got algorithms, programming, hardware, software and modelling, and digital literacy. Now, just like at GCSE, the grade that you get is an average of where you're performing in each of these assessment strands. So for example, a child in Year 7 might be on a grade 5, and that's because perhaps they are working at a 5 here, a 4 there, a 6 there, and a 5 there. So it averages out to a 5. To discuss the ins and outs of each of the assessment strands, that's a conversation to be held at SLC. As I mentioned, the number is not the focus for the report. The number allows you to come to the progress map and see what your child can do and what they need to be able to do to improve. You'll also note that the progress map is the same progress map for Year 7, 8 and 9, but the level awarded is staggered throughout. So if a child was achieving a grade 5 in Year 7, that would equate to a 4 in Year 8 and a 3 in Year 9. We expect that children will move from one grade to the next as they move into the following year. So progress is denoted by maintaining your current grade. Obviously, we know that progress isn't always linear, and sometimes students might jump up a little bit further, and sometimes they may make a little bit less than expected progress. Again, these are conversations to follow up on during the SLC. So just to recap, attainment is now measured on a scale of 1 to 9, and that links in with how we measure on the CAT4 data and how we're measured at GCSE. Progress is measured by maintaining the same grade as you move through the year or from one year to the next. You remain on the same stay line or the same grade because if you remember, the progress map was also staggered. So by maintaining the same grade, you've actually continued to move to the next level. As you leave Key Stage 3 or Year 9, the grade that you're working on pretty much gives us a good idea of what you're likely to achieve at GCSE. So how will this look on your report? In Year 8 this year, you will receive 3 school reports. They're very similar in structure and all based around a similar theme. This is an example of an interim report. This year, the CAT4 prediction will be shared with you for each different subject. You'll receive information about the attainment in Term 1, Term 2, and their end of year target. Effort and contribution have been replaced by learning to learn. Learning to learn represents all the key characteristics that fundamentally underpin learning. We've given them 3 descriptors: exemplary, good, and variable. While exemplary and good speak for themselves, variable may just indicate that your child has a particular deficit. Maybe they're not so well organised, maybe they don't demonstrate resilience, and these are conversations to be followed up again at the SLC. So the first report you'll receive will be in December. It will be in this format and it will include a very short teacher comment. The next report you'll receive will be in March and it will look just like this. It won't have any teacher comment with it. In June, your child will receive the full report. As you can see, it's very similar in design and it will include a teacher comment. This year, some departments will be trialling a much different style of teacher comment. It will be shorter, it will be free written, and it will be much more personal to your child. And we'll look forward to receiving your feedback about those. I hope this evening's short overview presentation of the new structure for assessment and reporting has been of use to you. If you do still have questions, please do email me at vchristian@bisr.com.sa. Thank you.